This is known gremlin Lou Taylor. You might know Lou from TriStar Entertainment, her management company that she owns, where she manages tons of celebrities. From sports to music, TriStar Entertainment covers it all. Now, you might not know Lou Taylor's face, but maybe you know her name because she's connected to tons of celebrities, including Kim Kardashian, Meghan Trainor, Justin Bieber, Kylie Jenner, and she is on paperwork for all of those people's businesses. What I find to be interesting is you can find Louise or Lou Taylor's signature on a lot of celebrity paperwork. She's on as the agent of service for King Kylie Cosmetics, KKW Fragrance, and she's also been present for all the paperwork that Justin Bieber's been signing over the last 2 to 3 years to sign away the rights of his music. But at the end of the day, she's just a pastor's wife, right? Because she's on the board at Church Home. But this isn't her first rodeo. She's definitely been on other boards of churches before, and she sees how lucrative they can be. Now, when you bring in the celebrity clientele that has more money to tithing 10%, that brings in a lot of money to the church. And what celebrity do we always see at those weird celebrity churches? Oh, Justin Bieber. And it was just last summer that Justin Bieber allegedly fired his whole team at CAA and got new lawyers and has Lou Taylor as his new business manager. Another fun fact about Lou is she loves putting people in conservatorships. She tried to put Courtney Love in a conservatorship. So Courtney Love came out and said, yeah, Lou Taylor did try to control Nirvana's songs and Kurt's brand, basically his likeness as well. And she said that Lou Taylor's plan was to sell the publishing, which would put her under a conservatorship, or she would be found unalived. That's interesting because didn't Justin Bieber just sell off his catalog after getting sick? Lou Taylor also tried to put Lindsay Lohan into a conservatorship and basically was fighting with Michael Lohan because he wanted to put Lindsay in a conservatorship with someone else to control her estate. And then in the middle of all of that, Lindsay just left the country basically, and that's why she was overseas for so long. And in another quote that I can't seem to find right now, Courtney Love did allege that Lou Taylor also tried to put her daughter, Frances Bean, in a conservatorship to control the Nirvana catalog. And if you believe that the Ashley Banks Twitter account was Amanda Bynes, then Lou Taylor tried to put Amanda Bynes in a conservatorship also. This is from the Ashley Banks Twitter, where she said that someone from TriStar reached out to her basically to put her in a conservatorship. And again, she is on the board at Church Home. So it came out in the Britney Spears lawsuit that Lou Taylor was making Britney Spears tithe while she was being drugged and held basically hostage 10% or more of her money into Church Home without Britney Spears knowing. She didn't find out until it was in court and all this stuff was coming out that she had been tithing money into Lou Taylor's church. And remember, we have a lot of celebrities on the board of Church Home. There are people like T.D. Jakes, whose name we saw come out recently in the Diddy lawsuit, and Ciara's husband, Russell Wilson, also on the board at Church Home. So do you remember when Forbes tried to recall Kylie Jenner's billionaire status because they said that Kris had inflated the numbers so that Kylie Cosmetics would be more appealing to sell to the bigger conglomerate that is Coty? They bought a bunch of different companies like last year or the year before, including JVN Hair. So around that same time where these money goes into this business, there's also money that is being claimed to have been stolen from Britney Spears, washed through Lou Taylor's church, and then redistributed to the Kardashians in the form of this Kylie Cosmetics buyout and their houses. So allegedly, Khloe's house and maybe even one of Kim's houses used some of the money that was washed through the church that was stolen from Britney Spears on these ventures. Now, this is a big Free Britney movement, allegedly, but there is evidence there if you want to go follow the paper trail. But that hasn't been confirmed, and I am not saying that they did this for sure, but the Free Britney movement does allege that this is what happened. So were the Kardashians siphoning money off of Britney Spears while she was in a conservatorship without anything that she could really do about it for years? That's the allegation. And then there's the Diddy of it all, right? Because Diddy definitely hung out with the Kardashians and he was bringing Justin Bieber around. And it seems like Justin Bieber developed a close relationship with a lot of different people in that family. We know that Kendall and Kylie went to Hillsong with him. And now that he is with different pastors. Like he goes to Church Home, he goes to Zoe Church. He has connections with all of these different celebrity churches, and he's become almost like a poster child for them. So the rumor is that when Kris Jenner was going to start her church, she went to Lou and said, who could I get to help me with this church, to help me be the pastor? And Lou said, oh, you should go to Brad, who's newly disgraced from Calvary Church because he had an affair and was doing a lot of snow, snowman. He was disgraced and working at Starbucks, and Lou Taylor, the Starbucks, asked him to leave and come be the pastor at her church, California Community Church, where he still is today. So Lou Taylor has a lot of control over Hollywood because people know that she has the power to put these celebrities into conservatorships and siphon money off of them into her church tax-free. And people still keep signing paperwork with her. They still get into business with her and sign contracts and hand over their name to her. Why? Why do we think that is? So my celebrity conspiracy theory is you have all of these celebrities flying around on their private planes with their cool guy preachers who are part of a church or have their own church that's usually connected to Hillsong, right? And now you have the added threat of possibly their catalog being sold off. And that's going to keep them in line, right? Keep them surrounded by people like the Kardashians who have taken money from Britney Spears allegedly. And you can say, like, look, no one would even know that your money is slowly falling away from you and that we have control over everything. So either you get to look like you have control in the public eye, but we're still pulling all the strings behind the scenes, or we can go full Britney Spears and you just dance and sing whenever we tell you to, and then you're just in the house and we have an eye on you 24/7 with indoor cameras and surveillance, etc., etc. Either surveillance from cameras or surveillance from a handler, I think, is the ultimatum here. And during the Britney Spears trial, we found out that there were a lot of corrupt judges in the family court system that Lou Taylor was most likely working with. Now, I want you to look at this picture. You see Kim Kardashian there, Van Jones, Ivanka. But who's this guy in the corner, that little guy on the end? That guy on the end is billionaire Leonard Leo, who has been working for years to basically implement an entire male white judiciary system across the country where every judge in the country would be a white man that basically he helped to appoint. We have Leonard Leo to thank for our Supreme Court that we have now. We also have Leonard Leo to thank for Project 2025. Maybe you've heard of it. And a lot of Leonard Leo's money is tax-free because it comes from churches. So what if the Kardashians are connecting Leonard Leo and Lou Taylor? That's a dangerous combination, right? They could control the judges. And with just the right judge and the right court system, they could easily have just a market putting famous and rich people into conservatorships, siphoning the money off of them into the churches so it's tax-free, and then being able to promote whatever politician they want. Really, they could do anything they want, right? Anyways, that's just an educated info dump about known gremlin Lou Taylor. So now you have a little more info about her.